And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster. Touching base with you and seeing how you doing. Let me just turn this off. This little guy is got some. Okay, hold on a second. There we go. I had some back noise going on. How's everyone doing? It is Tip Tuesday. It is Tip Tuesday. What's going on, sirs and ladies? How are you guys doing? I made some adjustments to accommodate our vertical screen so you can see some new graphics or little tweaks to the graphics. And so playing with that all morning long and all is well. It is a beautiful day here in Charlotte. The weather is nice. Supposed to go up to 65 degrees today here in Charlotte. Also, today is Winter's birthday, so we're gonna be celebrating this evening, going out like we always do anyway. We eat out all the time. I said, I bought groceries and I hardly eat the groceries. I did the same thing at Adrian's. Bought groceries, and folks, I didn't realize how much folks like to eat out. I must be the only person that makes salads and stay home. I'm the only one of all my friends and family. My closest friends love to eat out. My closest family loves to eat out. Okay, so today's a new day. It is Tuesday, and yes, let me just get this on the screen because we will be talking about today is how to photograph abstract close-ups on this Tip Tuesday. This Tip Tuesday will be about how to photograph abstract close-ups. You can also find that in our Patreon page. I think I released that early this morning. So if you're in the Patreon community, you already have all of the notes, all the cheat notes of what we're going to be talking about today. So using those abstract things around the house or in your life and making beautiful art with it. Okay, so that's what we'll be talking about later on. So welcome, and here we are. Let's say hello to some folks. Let's see who's in the building, and then we're going to dive into some headlines today. First person in the building, our wonderful Hannah. She says, "Good morning, Ron." Ron, Touch Base Daily family, and oh, look who's in for Silver today. Silver is Mr. Yeah, Mr. Adrian. How you doing, sir? And Omar's in the building. He says, "Good morning, my people," with the bronze. Look at that. Almost a whole new top peer here. Well, Omar's been here a couple of days. Omar, you still working at that office? What's going on? Well, you became more important and you can just do what you want to do. Jazzy's in the building. She says, "Good morning, beautiful people." And Jazzy also says, "I love cooking." And we've been watching this baking series. I do believe it's on Netflix. Oh, maybe it was on Peacock. I can't remember which one it is. And it's a British television show. And they have this competition and they're baking. And it's been really good to watch. I can't bake, so I'm not a baker. I'm barely a cooker. So, but it was really fascinating to see what these people come up with in their creativity, because baking, not like cooking, is all about measurements. Baking is a science. Cooking, you can just kind of, science, but you can kind of make it a little extra here, a little less there, but not in baking. You must follow the instructions to a T. And these guys are incredible, these folks. Janet is in the building. She says, "Greetings, Touch Base Daily World." And Hannah says, "Good morning to Omar." And Lisa says, "Morning, everyone." She is in the building. And I see Hannah. I see the laughs. Yes, Omar, I want to know what's going on. And Ali says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. She says twice. And Omar said, "I should have the gold today." Well, you got to beat out Hannah. Hannah is the gold. She's like the gold leader. You gotta outdo Hannah. And Dr. Tachi's in the building. Also, make sure you hit the likes, make sure you hit the subscribe. And if you're here in the building, and also, let's see who else is in the building. Dr. Tachi says hello. She goes, hello, hello, vertical stream. Yes, you see, I've made some tweaks, Dr. Tachi. I made some tweaks, and now it's made. The graphics, the background graphics are made for the vertical screens. So now I made some major adjustments. Spent some time editing my backdrops and redoing them in wonderful Canva. For those that don't know, I use Canva for my graphics. Jazzy says, Great British Baking Show. That's one of my faves, right? Jazzy, they got me into this. I mean, Nia and Winter are all about food. So, and they got me into this series. And Omar says, I'm in the office editing my life away. Nothing like editing, right? I spent the whole my first 4 days here editing from my project last the couple Thursday before that. I can't believe I've been here more than a week. I've been here already more than a week. Yeah, time is flying by. Soon it'll be Thanksgiving and I'll be on the plane again. Elise says, yes, baking is a science. One missed ingredient will be a disaster. And boy, on this TV show, I still don't know the name of it. If someone has the name of the show, Jazzy, if you know the name of the show, please put it in the box. And but yeah, one missing ingredient, it is a disaster. And so you can see, Aya is in the building, Grand Rising. Hi, Ron, Omar, Janet, Dr. Tachi, and everyone. Aya says, Aya's been out with her camera, y'all. Aya has been out in the streets, in her neighborhood, with her family, with the camera. So guys, get out and use your cameras. Get out and use your cameras. Janet says, operating your camera is like baking sometimes, involving exact settings. Very true. Very true. Photography is a science. That's why it says fee. Photography is a science. See here. Dr. Tachi. Hey, Charlene is in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Jazzy says, that's the name, Great British Baking Show. Okay. That's the name of the show, Great British Baking Show. So guys, check it out on your go Google it, and you'll be able to have it to know what channel it is. I have no idea if it's on Netflix, if it's on whatever channel it is. Let's see. And Kimmy Kim is in the building. She says, hello, everyone. Okay, the whole gang is here. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about abstract photography. Thank you, Jazzy Jazz. Jazzy says it's on Netflix. And we're going to be talking about photography, abstract close-ups. That's what we're going to do. Also, but today I want to start out with something we talked about yesterday. And here we go. Let me just get the screen up and get everything nicely set for you all. And we in this community already knew what was going on, but this is one of my favorite people online on Instagram, Miss Christina Talks, and so here she goes. She has something to say, as she always does.
Has anybody else noticed that since we declared a mass blackout to start on Black Friday, that stores all across the US of A today are starting their sales next week instead of Black Friday? They think we're that dumb, honey. They think we're that dumb. They think, well, all the people agreed not to come out after Black Friday for a week to spend their money, so we'll just offer the deals sooner, give them some thrills, get their money then. So this is just your reminder, friend, that you can start withholding your money right now, honey. Okay.
And so you have it, because we've been talking about it as well here. We noticed that the sales were all early. I mean, the Black Friday sales was this week. They had Black Friday sales this week, which doesn't make any sense. How contradict? I mean, just totally like Black Friday sale is the day after Thanksgiving, but yet they started the Black Friday sales this week. This week. So how does that it's not really Black Friday, is it? Why are they calling it Black Friday? If it's November, what's today's date? The 18th? November 18th? What's going on? What's going on with these folks? Bryson's in the building. He says, "What's up, Ron? What's up, everybody? Sorry that I'm late." No sorry, Mr. Bryson. No sorry necessary. Adrian says, "I might be a little dumb. I have nieces and nephews to shop for. Oh, go local, son. Go local. Go local. Go local. Go local. Do not go to the brands that do not care about you or us or anyone else in society." Yes, Lisa says, but some are that dumb, unfortunately. Yes, yes, Lisa. Dr. Taji says, "Wow, they think we are stupid. Better to kick me in the back of the head. Thank, thank blatantly call me daft." Dr. Tachi. Dr. Tachi, you make me laugh so much all the time. Kimmy Kim says, "Exactly, counter everything." That's right. I mean, some people, like I said, I have friends that are not even celebrating Christmas this year. I mean, sorry, Thanksgiving. I mean, sorry, Christmas, Thanksgiving. They're just like, "I'm done." They said they're just going to have quiet time with their family to enjoy their family time, quiet time. They're not going shopping. They're not going crazy. They're not doing all kinds of extra stuff. And yeah, Anthony Rollins in the building. He says, "Good morning." Make sure hit the likes, hit the subscribe if you haven't. This is your first time here. Also, same over in Instagram. What's going on Instagram? Let me check. Oh, let me scroll around Instagram. Hold on. Let's see what's happening over there. Hello, Judy. I see you over there on Instagram. Okay, it's not that many folks. Most people just know to show up here now, so which is great. And I've been diving into my YouTube channel, also doing some more posts on YouTube. So we'll see. We're just going to grow this. We're going to grow this platform. And I see also, Dr. Taji said, it's proof that people have power if they are rearranging their entire schedule for fear of a blackout. People have power. We've been saying that along. What? Elise says it all the time. We say it here all the time. We, the people. It's not we, the corporations. It's we, the people. There are more of us than there are corporations, millionaires, billionaires, and now they're trying to do a trillionaire. Yes, there are more of us still. There are more of us. Control the narrative, I say. Control the narrative. Elise says, "At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if after it's over, you go right back to the same places." Agree. That's why I said, this is your time to go out and seek out new vendors, new people that you can shop from. People that are local, people that are doing things, small business owners. Check the small business owners out. I am a believer of small businesses. Why? Because I have a small business. A small business. I am also, you guys know, I am one of the ambassadors at the Manhattan Chamber of Commerce. And we support small businesses. It's all about small businesses, y'all. We got to look out for the small businesses. Give them, let the money circulate among us. Okay. And Jazzy says, "Lisa, and this is why I asked the question I do." Yeah, I know. Lisa, Jazzy, you ask great questions. You got great questions. And here we go. Dr. Tachi says, There are two streams going. Miss Elise is in the horizontal stream. Yes, you can tell. I can tell now who's where because on the little logo here it says vertical or horizontal. Yep, I can tell where you are, where you're located. And Dr. Tati says, and she is on a vertical screen, go to this page and you can click on the other stream. Yep, if you go into Instagram, sorry, in YouTube now, you'll see two streams, one for vertical, one for horizontal. So do that. Okay, do that. Bryson said, is every other year and getting ready for Christmas shopping. Aya says, happy Friendsgiving, touch base daily giving. I will support local businesses for Community Friday week and photographing nature. Forest bathing is so calming for my spirit. What is that? Forest bathing? Aya, what is that? Do explain. Do share in detail. What is forest bathing? Don't know what that is. Never heard the term before. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody. Okay, here we go. Let me move. I'm moving through these. Dr. Tyson, I don't even bother doing Media Scope on Instagram anymore unless I'm doing an Instagram specific stream. They know to come to YouTube for me. I think it's happening. I think that's happening now for me as well, Dr. Tachi. Folks are showing up on YouTube. YouTube. I also find it's interesting that when I don't click like when I don't link you Instagram to the page, it seems like more people are engaged in YouTube. It's like the numbers are greater. But when I link it to Instagram, there's less people, I don't know what that is about the algorithms, but there's something wonky about that. And look at Adrian. Oh, he hit the dollar bill at the bottom of the comment box. He says, super sticker, sent 20 bucks. Sent 20 bucks to support this platform. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see. Also, Kimmy Kim says they should also remind people of the minority shops during this time in every city and state and online shopping strategies. In Brooklyn, there's a young lady. I will get that for you guys tomorrow. I know in New York, there's a woman in Brooklyn. She and several folks have put together a directory of small businesses that you can shop from during the holidays. And it was smaller last year, but it's grown because it's not only for this seed, it's not for Christmas only, it's for all year round. Finding small businesses, mom and pop shops that you can support. They're out there. Oh, thank you, sir. He said my favorite small business are LP. Ron Lewis Photos. There we go. And he said, we don't see the chat in the other stream, sadly. No, you don't. Oh, you know what? Sorry, my bad. Let me turn this on. There we go. Let me turn on the beta. There we go. There we go. Now you can see the chat flowing. In the vertical though, you can see like when I highlight, you see it on the top of the screen. But now I have the chat going in vertical. Sorry, my bad. I didn't have the chat on the screen. Thank you, Adrian, for Kimmy Kim has also supported this endeavor. $4.99. Thank you, Kimmy Kim. Oh wow. I don't know if y'all know about that little dollar bill at the bottom of the comment box, but these two people do. Did I sound like a Jewish person? Hang on with I have a lot of Jewish friends. No. Anyway. Jesse says, hold on, let me say that was Lisa. Lisa says, Jazzy, good morning. I don't have an issue with your questions. None of us do. We love Jazzy's questions. I love Jazzy because Jazzy challenges the status quo. That's why we're here as a community. If we all thought alike, we wouldn't grow. We wouldn't become more educated if we all thought the same way. If we all were for the same thing. If we did not have our own minds. Kimmy Kim says, I agree, Adrian Florence. Thank you, Kimmy Kim. Thank you, Adrian. Cass says, blessed tenacious Tuesday. It's Tip Tuesday. Yes, it is. It is. And we're going to do some lessons in a little bit. Also, Aya says forest bathing was developed in Japan by the Ministry of Forestry as Shinrin Yoku, meaning taking in the forest atmosphere, walking slowly through a forest or a natural setting, engaging all five senses. Aya, Aya, I like that. Hey, that's what I used to do when I used to go hiking. When I used to go to the mountains and go into the forest and hike. Didn't know it was called forest bathing. Nice one. Did anyone know this information? Can we put that back up there again? Did anyone know this? Am I the first person to hear of forest bathing in this community? I did not know, but now I know. We get educated by one another. I tell you, community is important. And yes, right. Lisa says, I'm a small woman owned Black business. IGAS. That's right. Lisa is a small business owner. Yes, she is. Elise says, yes, you are a small business owner, Lisa. And she says, I'm learning, Aya. That's right. Kimmy Kim says, I'm learning. Adrian says, I go concrete jungle bathing. Does that count? If you live in New York City, you've been doing a lot of bathing in the concrete. Okay. Okay. I'm not one. Elise says, I'm not one to walking in the forest. I love the forest. I have to tell you, the forest, there's nothing like walking through the forest, but now I know it's called forest bathing. Bryson says, what's up, Elise? What's up, Jazzy? And A is laughing at all of us who are now been schooled. We've been schooled. Okay, so here's another thought. let me go to the next thing. Hold on a second. Let me pop this on the screen. And since I was on that subject, let me just give you a couple of little information here. Hold on a second. You guys are funny. You guys are funny today. Okay, here we go. This is just so you know what we're talking about, since we're all talking about the Blackout Friday, Blackout Week. And so just so you know, this is what's happening. And let me get this on the screen. So if you have not seen, mass blackout begins November 25th to December 2nd. Why? Their strength is in our spending. No spending, work, or excuses. No spending, no work, and no excuses. So folks are taking sick days. They're not working. They're taking off that week or taking off on Friday. What if I must spend cash? What if I must spend? Use cash only and go to small businesses. It says shared action, shared language, shared power. And these are all the sponsors, but there are many people. There's many sponsors and many entities that are all involved in the mass blackout. There are several of them. Okay, just so you know. Okay, and here's another one. Mass economic blackout. This one's called November 25th to the December 2nd, the largest economic blackout protest in U.S. history. No spending, no events, no restaurants, no backing out. Prepare for the impact. To prevent spike spending before and after the blackout, we ask that all participants purchase goods needed from community-owned stores leading up to and after the dates. This helps with sustained impact and keeps our money. And it goes on. Yeah, and it goes on to say more in the community. Okay, so there you have it. And then there's another one, another banner out there saying mass blackout, system error, connection to capitalism lost, unplug, no spending, no work, no surrender. And then these are all of the sponsors. You see all these little all these icons and all these logos here. These are all the people participating in this mass blackout. How successful it will be, I don't know. But I know that I will be participating in some way because I'll be in Puerto Rico on that Thursday, but I'm not shopping. I'm not really doing anything. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, y'all, and but I'm just gonna have a low key place. I'm just going to photograph horses. I'm going to photograph horses, and I'm going to photograph those glowing fish. So I'm going to be offshore on a little island off mainland Puerto Rico, and I'll be photographing wildlife. Okay, so that's what I will be doing for the holidays. And that's pretty much it, and just relaxing. I am not going to be spending money on shopping on holidays. Hey, there's the birthday girl right there. There she is. There's Winter. There she is, Miss Winter. Let's see here. So yeah, so everyone participate where you can and how you can. Okay? And grounding is good in my background. It says, Anthony Rowland says, I opened my business selling prints this year. Nice. So excited to see what the holidays bring. Here's an interesting thought. And I know Lisa had this thought. This is a borrowed thought. I think I may have in my brain adjusted the thought. But we need to December 1st, or maybe December 2nd, that first week of December, maybe what we should be doing is that all of us in this community that have small businesses, that we kind of like, if you want to come on and share about your business, you can do that. We can do one day, and let's make it we got the first, I'll be traveling back. The second, I'll be cozy back at Adrian's. Maybe Wednesday, maybe in our water cooler Wednesday on the 3rd of December, maybe what we will do on December 3rd is have you guys share about your products, share about what you do, share what you're selling. Come on and share and then we can put the links and everything all into one area. So we'll have the descriptions, right? In the description section after the show, we'll have all the links to everyone's small business that's in this community or that's watching the community that wants to be a part of it. How does that sound? Does that make sense? That Lisa, did I do good? Does that make sense? I think it would be a good idea. If you have a small business, I will create a flyer. I will create a Canva flyer to celebrate our businesses, our small businesses. If you're selling something for the holidays, we will feature it on December 3rd. Look at that, off the whim, off the cuff. Elise says, who are the small business owners in this community? There, see, that's what we're talking about, Elise. Lisa says, I heard about pointing your to the sun is good for you. Anyone tried it? No, never tried that one, Lisa. Lisa says again, Elise, I asked Ron to do a day that we can showcase. There we go. See, I'm answer to Lisa's. Lisa, she did suggest it 2 weeks ago. What are we doing in this community? Maybe switch out one Focus Friday for us. I think it should be Wednesday, December 3rd, because the earlier the better. So that way people can get out, put their money aside and support and buy local. We are local. We are a community. We are a local community. So share what you do and that way we can put it on the list, and you can and we can purchase from one another, and also just get our information out there, and we can pass it on. Also, what I may say, since we're on that same subject, if you are in this community, please, I know, I think it may be my page, I don't know, but if you post, I love reposting stuff. If you have if you have items that you're selling, please post, and then kind of like just what at Ron, or hashtag or whatever, RLP or Touch Base Daily. Yeah. So that way I can also put you into my community. We should be putting each other in each other's communities. Lisa has thousands of people on her page. I have a couple of thousand on my page. Some people have lots of thousands. Chris has thousands. Yeah, so everyone has a number of people that we can share each other's stuff. Items that you have on sale, items that you want to get out into the world. I will have my calendar all ready for Christmas. My flamingos and elephants. It's a new elephant calendar this year. Okay. So we'll all be on there together. I like that. Dr. Tachi says, Lisa Sealy, great idea. See, this is what community is all about. Lisa said, that's a great idea, Lisa. There we go. So we're all on the same page here. Aya says, during forest bathing, this form of meditation helps calm and reduce cortisol levels. Ho, what's up? Photokin Arts is in the building. Good morning, everyone, he says. And Anthony says, that's a good idea, Lisa. See, Lisa, I gave you the shout out. This was your idea, girl. And now we're doing it. So December 3rd, we're going to establish December 3rd. And we may just do it December 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Why not do it 3 days in a row? We can just really just get in there and share each other's products and what you want to sell. Sell your photography. I mean, we are a photography, creatives, art community. Let's sell. And this is a great opportunity. If you have something to sell and you are afraid to get on live, I don't know why, but you can come on and share about your business. I think it's a good idea. Look, do you want to hear something that happened yesterday? Yesterday on YouTube, Touch Base Daily hit 10,000 hours. Can you believe that? We've been on this. People have viewed this platform as of yesterday more than 10,000 times. 10,000 hours this community has put in. 10,000 hours since we started. That's amazing. So think about it. That's nothing to underestimate. 10,000 people, 10,000 hours. Rather, it could have been a family, it could have been individuals. 10,000 hours of viewing of Touch Base Daily. That's incredible. That happened yesterday. I got this little celebration thing they send you. Wow, that was really cool. 10,000. So think about that. That's 10,000 hours. Last week, we had more than 2,000 views for Touch Base Daily. More than 2,000 views. If you put your products on this platform, that's free advertisement for this community. Now, if you're a corporation, now you might we'll have to talk offline. But again, of small business owners, I love celebrating small businesses. use this platform. Use it for you. Well, anyway, I'm moving on. Moving on. Ellie says, "Good morning, Anthony. How do we find your business?" So put your business inside this. That's even better. If you have a business right now, this is what we do when we do networking meetings. When I'm in my networking meetings with the Manhattan Chamber, put in the comment box the name of your business and how they can reach you. And I'll put it on the screen. If you have a business, let's do it. We can do it right now. We'll do it officially. Obviously, you're gonna come with your notes on December 3rd. But we got time. We got 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just flash everybody's business, small business. If you are a small business owner in this community, name of the business, okay, maybe different from your name, where people can find you. What's the best way they can find you? Is it on Instagram? Is it on www, dot, blah, 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 blah? Do it now while I'm going through these comments. Lisa says it's a real thing. Sunning is a wellness trend where people expose the area between the anus and genitals to sunlight, often for short periods. This community never ceases to amaze me. This is real. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Or was it Kimmy? Is it Lisa or Kimmy that brought that up? Okay. There it says happy birthday to Winter. Okay. Bryson says, get everything you need before November 25th. Go to the movies this weekend. Okay. Hey, JR's in the building. Miss GR Houston is in the building. I don't have I forgot to put on my mic. Usually I have my mic on. Can you guys hear me clear? I think you can. It's just me in this room, and it's nicely padded. Kimmy says, Lisa, that's new to me. Look, you guys are educating me on some stuff today. And Dr. Tachi says, yes, I'm in. Lisa says, how can we get Anthony's site? Every time I put a website on here, YouTube blocks it. Oh, really? Okay, so now we got to be creative. So how about just putting one W instead of two? Instead of the 3 W's, put one W and put a dot and then whatever. Because yes, YouTube we have to outsmart it a little bit, right? So do that. Lisa says they are mooning. Elise says to Lisa, they are mooning the sun. Oh, I'm loving this community more and more every day. Dr. Tuck says, I have several. Here we go. A virtual flea market. That's right. That's what we can make it. A virtual flea market. Kimmy says, purported benefits not scientifically supported, increase energy and vitality, improve mood, better sleep, hormone regulation, and enhance creativity. I am now going to do some researching. Now you guys got me. I'm going to do homework on these 2 subjects. Yes, because I want to know. Now I got to find where I can be nude when no one can see me in the sun. I need to go to a forest and be nude. Who knew? Lisa says that's a horrible image, y'all. That's a horrible image. Dr. Tachi says, tell me when. I need more elephant calendars. I will be done with the calendars. I'm really working hard. I'm working on my Shopify account right now. It's all brand new to me. I'm working on that this week, and I'm hoping to get this all done before the holidays. Yes, so I am a small business owner. Fifi's in the building. What's up, Fifi? And if you're in the building, again, make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe. And if you want to contribute, hit the little bill at the bottom, like Adrian and Kimmy Kim did today. That's how you support this community. Lisa says they are. No. Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go. Going on. Okay, Lisa, I guess those nude communities practice. there's there's something to be said about nudity. Nudity, the nude beaches, the nudity, right? Nude beaches. Never been, but I don't know. Fifi said, "Woo, the chat is on fire." Adrian said, "I might hop on Friday just to talk smack." Anthony is applauding. Everyone's excited about doing this. Let's support our small business community. Let's do that. Is Aya on this feed? I don't see any of her comments. Aya is here. She's been here. Aya's been sharing. Aya has been sharing. Fifi says, "Congratulations, Ron. Your dedication and consistency are the key." And then it says TBD, Shopping Network. I don't know about that. There's Aya right there. There's Aya. See, there's Aya. She's there. She's Aya. She's here today. And Janet says, "Wow, fabulous, Ron. 10,000 views, 10,000 hours viewed on this platform as of yesterday." Yes, that tank, that tank. Okay, time to celebrate, right? Lisa says, "I would appreciate a subscribe on this platform as well if you are so inclined." I do believe so. I would appreciate a subscribe. That's right. Lisa has a YouTube channel, but Lisa, you need to post some stuff, if I must say so. You got all these ideas going. You should be pumping out at least an idea a week on your platform because you have lots of ideas. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Janet says, Google Earth will find you nude bathing. Don't worry. Daryl Proof says, Uncle Phil, I don't know what that means, Uncle Phil, but okay, moving right along. Aya says, "Hey, Lisa, I'm in the twilight zone of vertical feed." There you go. Okay, are we ready for class? It is time for class. It is time for our subject. Okay, so again, December 3rd, we're gonna celebrate small businesses that are connected to this community. If you are a visitor and you have a small business and you are part of this community and you want to show up, December 3rd, we're going to highlight our community small businesses. That is what we're going to. YouTube is blocking the website. Okay, so YouTube is blocking the website. But how's the best way to do that then? We will figure it out. Maybe we'll figure that out by December 3rd. Okay. We'll definitely figure that out because there is a way. There is a way to outsmart the algorithms and these tech devices. Lisa says, "No, but she isn't on my feed. Maybe she is on the vertical one." That's true. Right. That is true. Like Lisa, she might be on. Aya is on vertical. Yes, Aya is on the vertical feed. She is on the vertical feed. And okay, so just right. Reach out on the vertical, horizontal, have both of them up. You're here. Okay, so let's start our class. It is time for our class. It is time for class. And so let's celebrate. Oh, Bryson says also today it's pub day because Cynthia Erivo new book, Simply More, is out right now, and get your bookstores now. Again, go to small business owners' bookstores. We have several of them. Well, I'm not in Brooklyn now, but in Brooklyn, we have several. And Lisa said, "I have wrong. You just told you haven't been watching. You haven't been watching." Okay. As an example. Okay, we gotta figure that out. We're gonna figure it out by next week. Sorry, by December 3rd, how to get those listed. Okay. Because I was like, okay, so let's go. It's time for class. It's time for class. If you're here for the first time, this is what we do on Tuesdays. Is our Tip Tuesday. And so if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Again, that's how the algorithms know that you are here and that it's like an attendance chart. I am here. Hit the like. Oh, they blocked your example, Adrian. Okay. Well, we're going to figure it out. We will figure it out. There's got to be a way. I know if you go to, I bet if you go to a YouTube video and put in YouTube, how to outsmart YouTube for posting websites, it will tell us. Someone will tell us. We will figure it out. We will figure this out. I am sure we will. We already mentioned that, G. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that in the descriptions. And if you guys also can send it, that's another idea too. If you can send it, go to, you know what? That's a good idea. I like that. Here we go. If you go to, I will have that up set. I will set it up for tomorrow, but I will have a QR code set up where you can actually submit your company's name and everything, and then we'll put it on a one form or put it on Canva as one sheet, and we'll be able to share it that way as well. Okay, that's a good way. Thank you, G. Thank you, G. That is a good idea. That expanded the thought that we talked about. Okay, it is time now. It is time for class. Okay, I'm going to let go of our little chat. How to photograph abstract close-ups. Like, you ever been to some like some office buildings or been to the museum and you see these amazing like pieces of art, and when you find out what it is, you're like, no way. You mean to tell me that is a bunch of springs on a table? Or this close up becomes art? You know, put that in there and then you change it, put it up, and you take pictures of it, and then you put it in black and white. And now this becomes a piece of art, this microfiber cloth, and so on and so on and so on. Wood grains, textures, textiles, all could be art. And you can create it with your smartphone or with your DSLR or your mirrorless camera. You can do it. So the subject is abstract close-ups are such a powerful way to push perception and to see the ordinary in extraordinary ways. Here's a set of engaging tips for you to create beautiful abstract close-up photos. Next. Nice. Here we go. Number 1, get intimate with your subject. Move in close. 1, move in close. Until details dominate the frame. Can I go back to this? I'm going to use this. Look at that. Now the details become more pronounced the closer you get. Now, and then once you focus, it becomes really cool. Then you start developing it until the details dominate the frame. We don't want to see what's going on behind the close-up. Number 2 of this, let textures, shapes, and colors become the focus rather than the whole object. It's not about you knowing about the whole cloth. It's the details of the cloth you're worried about, you're talking about. It's the details. It's the details. And I can go on. I can use this glass. I have a glass with some juice in it. I can move it closer. And it's all about the details. It's all about the details. Look at that. And you can create beautiful photography this way. Here's another one. Rather than the whole object, Think of your lens as a magnifying glass that transforms reality. Get close. Get close. Number two, play with perspectives. You know how we talk about that in this community. Go low, go high, go around, go to the side, go to the table. Take your smartphone, turn it upside down, and put it on the table and shoot from the table up. Change perspective, play with it. Here we go. Tilt your camera, shoot from unusual angles, crop tightly to remove context. This forces viewers to question what they're seeing. Like the leaf you see here on the page here. You're like, what is that? What is it? Makes you start thinking. The whole point of abstract photography is to get your audience to think. It's to get your audience to think. It's to make them like imagine where, what, how, when. Those questions we learn when we're in elementary school. Another way of doing it is rotate the image. So let's say you take this picture of this. I'm going to use this glass. Let's go back to the glass. The glass. Like back here, you can see it's a glass. But when you put it like this, you don't know what that is, right? And then you see the orange. I can use it. Look at the details of the moisture. And then I take that picture and turn it upside down. So now it's totally foreign to what it would be in its natural world or natural use. Rotate the image in post-editing to further challenge the perception. We're talking about abstract, y'all. This is abstract art. One of my favorite forms of art when I go to the art gallery is abstract art. I used to live in the abstract areas at the galleries in Manhattan. Use light as a brush. Use light as a brush. You can highlight the left side, highlight the right side, highlight the bottom. Emphasize, okay, so here we go. Side lighting emphasizes texture and depth. Backlighting can create glowing edges or silhouettes. Say experiment with reflections, shadows, and highlights to add mystery. Now, if I may, this, I'm going to go there. Let me just show you. When I put this lesson together, I was putting it together, obviously, for our Patreon community, because the Patreon community, I'm all about making sure I get the details in. I want to show you something from our Patreon page where I did this. So, can you see that? Nia has a little lamp that's in the kitchen area, like this little lamp. So what I did was I took my camera and just kind of like looked at the lighting and I took pictures of it. And as you can see, that's one view of it. That's another view of it. Now, are these steps or is it the lampshade? It's the lampshade, right? And you go into, and then this was the stem of the lamp. And I just kept playing with it, to create abstract art. I mean, look at the colors and the blues and all. I mean, it's all about playing with the subject. Playing with the subject. So that is one of the examples. Play with it, and you will create incredible arts. Here's something. Focus creatively. That's what we just talked about. Try shallow depth of field to blur parts of the subject, like you just saw. Leaving only fragments sharp, like the middle. the close-up part. Make that nice and sharp, but everything bleeds off into a blur. Here's another one. Alternatively, use deep focus to reveal intricate patterns across the frame. Looking at the patterns like you saw in the lamp. Looking at the details of the subject. Here on this page right now, you're looking at sand. Two colors of sand. There's blue sand and there's I should say blue, not like sand, is powder. There's blue powder and yellow powder merging together. And you take a picture of it, and it's art. It's art. And you could put that on your wall. People say, I can't afford expensive art to put in my home. You can create it. You can create it. Let's go with a thought. You have this beautiful palette of color that you want to match in your apartment. And you say, I have a sofa that is pink. I have a area rug, it's green. And now I need some art to bring it together. Well, why not get some sand, the same color as the sofa? Get some sand, the same color as the area rug in the backyard. Throw it on the ground. And then take pictures of this stuff put together. And then next thing you know, you have a beautiful piece of art that can sit over that sofa, bringing everything together. How do I know how to do this? Because I'm an interior designer. This is my thinking. This is my wheelbarrow. Right? That is how you can design on a dime, as there used to be a television show called that. Design on a dime. You can create art in your home because every one of these smartphones, you have enough megapixels to blow it up to at least, 5 by 6 feet. You can do it with a smartphone, to say the least. Okay, I know that was a tangent, but I want you to start being creative. This is a creative community. Alternative, use deep focus. We got that. To reveal intricate patterns across the frame. Don't be afraid of blur. It's okay. It's abstract. It can become part of the abstraction. Next, seek everyday subjects. I got a pillow here. Here's another one. More texture. More texture. Let me bring it in. Look at that. Just go all the way in and get the textures. Just get the textures. Take pictures of everyday things. Everyday things. Here's one. Fabrics, glass, leaves, rust, water droplets, or even household objects can become abstract art. I have something else over here. My little workout thing here. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is my little gadget. It's for my back when I'm traveling. You see this little guy out here? It's just to help your back. If I bring this close, if I bring it in close, now it's texture. Look at that. And if you take a picture of this, it's art. It's art. Look at that. It's art. And then you take this, you photograph this, and then you change the color. You can make it black and white. And then it looks like a piece of architecture. Come on, y'all. Who's in the building? Who's listening? Who is listening to this lesson? You can create abstract art with your photography. Just your smartphone. You can do it. Here we go. So water droplets become abstract art. The challenge is to transform the familiar into something unrecognizable, yet compelling. Unrecognizable. You wouldn't, if you saw this thing close up in a frame, you wouldn't know what this is. You wouldn't know what it is. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And the viewer would not know either. The viewer will say, what is this? Where did they where did they photograph this? Where did she get her ideas? I'm just saying, you'll be surprised. Look at this. This is looks like a telephone cord of some kind. Maybe a little spiral, something like maybe the binder to a book. It's a spiral something here. You got the pink here. You got the green background because it's blurred out. You don't know what it is. Remember I was talking about the pink and green? Look at that pink, green, and yellow. That could be in someone's home, on a wall, in a hallway, in a bathroom. Compelling photography, abstract art. Here we go. Embrace imperfections. So what, the leaf is broken. The leaf is kind of like breaking up. Take a picture of it. Grain, blur, and distortion can add character. Abstract close-ups thrive on experimentation. Break rules and see what emerges. Abstract close-ups thrive on experimentation. Break the rules. So what? No rule of thirds. Throw it out the window. Leading lines, throw it out the window. Light and shadows, throw it out the window. It doesn't have to be exact. It's abstract. Well, that rhymes. That sounds pretty good, didn't it? Right? This is how you become a better photographer, especially in the abstract. In the abstract. Okay. Okay. Are we ready to conclude? Are we ready to conclude? Conclusion. Abstract close-ups remind us that photography isn't just about documenting reality. It's about transforming it. By leaning into texture, light, and perspective, we can reveal hidden worlds within everyday objects and invite viewers to see familiar things in unfamiliar ways. The beauty of abstraction lies in its mystery. It challenges perception, sparks curiosity, and opens space for imagination. So get close, experiment freely, and let your lens turn the ordinary into extraordinary. Did you get this? Was this did you enjoy this lesson? Did you learn something today? Let me see what you got in the comments. Or do you have a question? Do you have a question? That, my friends, I love abstract photography. I love it. It is also great for all those photographers out there that are like, I need to create stock photo images. They're great for stock photo images. Stock photo images where you can just put on a Getty Images. You can put on Adobe Images. And if someone happens to like it, they might buy it. You could do a whole, now you got me almost excited about maybe I should do one more calendar. Maybe I should do one more calendar with all my abstract photography. Well, at least 12 of them. Because I do a lot of abstract art. Right? Let's see what you got. Let's see what says you. What says you? And I see here, Dr. Sachi says, gorgeous. I see Ellie says, nice. Mimi's in the building. What's up, Mimi? We see you. And she says, love that. Love that. Kimmy has a check on the board here. Kimmy says, I love abstract. I always thought I would try being creative and paint something abstract, but I could definitely try taking pictures. Pics. That's right. You don't need a paintbrush. You can do it with your everyday stuff. Mimi says, I need to grab some leaves and put the colors together. So beautiful. Fifi says, love it. love it when he gets so excited about to hit the road. Love to everyone. Have a beautiful day. Kimmy Kim sends the hearts. Look at that. Hannah says, yes. Janice says, once again, thanks for showing me what I've been doing. Aya sends applause. Be safe. You're saying to Fifi. Mimi says, listen. Mimi says, you should run. Omar says, really, no excuses to not be creative, not to create creative photos. No, there's no excuse. And I see wonderful Lisa's laughing. Okay, I think we've gotten a good lesson today. I think we got a good lesson. So I'm going to start off with this. If you want tutoring, you can reach out to me. I do it virtually. So photography, photograph your world. That's this part about your world. Virtual basic photography 101. Fun tutoring using your camera, models, creative instruction, and learning at your pace. Available in-person tutoring in New York City. But now I got to change that last part because I might not be in New York City when I'm doing the tutoring. But it's possible. Also, join the email list today. Join our email list. New services update, industry news, monthly trends, be in the know. And if you're looking for an event photographer and I am in your town, reach out to me and we can set something up to photograph your next event. Also, again, thank you to our Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content. I think this content was good. And if you want to become a Patreon member, there's a QR code on the screen. You can click on that QR code with your phone, click on with your tablet, and it will take you to our Patreon page and you can become a member to support what we do here. Okay? And last but not least, if you are in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you subscribe. Okay? There you have it, y'all. There you have it. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you learned something. I hope you learn from this community. And I think we are going to just sum it up right now. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Water Cooler Wednesday talk. Who knows what we'll be talking about tomorrow? See ya. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.